Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into in this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me open. Only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Hi, Nauticals. Good
Oh, hi.
evening. Hi,
everyone.
everybody. Happy Cruise Day Tuesday, everybody.
It's Tuesday already.
This week did fly by. How's everybody doing out here?
Better now that she's home.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we did have a little mother-daughter camping trip. It was adventurous and it started with a power failure. So, a long power failure, which is not
God.
something that we usually have. So,
Yeah.
it was like camping before we actually camped. And I'm a procrastinator, so I didn't pack until the night before, of course, because I was working and all of that stuff. And so, yeah, there's that was going on. We got candles out. Hannah and I actually like the candles. Then Anthony gets out the big lights.
That works.
They were blinding. They lit up the house like almost like we had electricity everywhere.
We're only
So-
house in the area to have lights
Oh
on
my
the house.
goodness, such bright lights. He's got these major LED like big Mongo lights, so that can go on battery. So that was an adventure, but so Hannah and I were packing in the dark. But it
Sounds
was
like a song. Packing in the dark. Should be a song.
There's other things you do in the dark.
I know, but packing in the dark, you know.
Oh, well, nautical family, how are you
Hello, everybody.
tonight?
Mr. Z is here.
Hey, that means that Lindy Lou's also in the
Yes.
house.
Marissa is here. Hello, Marissa.
Marissa is saying cruising is better than camping, hands down.
I have a twist to that.
That is the topic tonight. So you guys cruising or camping, there are pros and cons to both of them. By far, both of them have definite pros and cons. Um, of course, this is camping. This is a cruising channel. We talk cruising here, so so poor camping has got kind of like kind of already doesn't have a voice in this community. Well, but there's many
I don't know.
people.
I see one
There's
coming up.
lots of people that do both of them,
Yes.
quite honestly, definitely. So, William Hanson Jr., hello.
Hello.
Okay, so he says, hello, all. Definitely agree. Cruising is way better than camping, less maintenance and work. Yes. Liberty of the Seas out of Bayonne calling us in 9 days. Ooh.
Fun.
You are so
Yes.
blessed. That's
But
awesome.
Daniel Fields is here.
What?
Hello. He says camping.
Fields.
You like camping in Vegas. That's where
Oh
you
my
like camping.
gosh. It's good to see you, Lindy Lou.
Hey, Lindy Lou.
Hello. And Marissa, yes, of course.
Who said hi to
I
Marissa?
did, I know. Raven, though, also
okay.
said, I like both. And we know several people who live out of, I know for sure
They live out of a suitcase.
they live out of their RV.
Oh, it's a little bigger than a suitcase.
So Lori and Richard Van den Aren, part of the
It's easier to
cruise
sleep, too.
community, they're definitely they're full-time RVers. And actually one of our mod squads, Blaine and Mallory, are
Full-time RV.
full-time RVers. So a lot of
Camping
people
lifestyle.
do live out of RVs.
Yes.
So that is not that uncommon in the cruise community. Some
Yes.
people just really love all forms of travel.
Yeah.
So
Like to move the house every once in a
I'm
while.
looking
It's easier
forward to the conversation
when it's got
tonight.
wheels on it than it does when it's just fixed to a foundation.
Yeah,
And you just have to move
I
it.
have to yank it up. I have seen houses.
My truck
move.
would do it, but we just don't.
Oh, it couldn't. He lies.
Put it in the
Hello.
low granny gear.
Oh,
put
I'm
it real
so
low,
happy the
about
Z Show
7 million pounds in the back.
can read his comments.
Hi. Good evening, Nancy and Tony. I'm home from the hospital. Thank you for your prayers.
That's wonderful news,
That is
Z.
very
I'm
good.
so happy. I'm so happy to hear.
That's very good.
Absolutely. Hang on. I'm getting caught up with all
Nancy
of this.
Rodriguez is here.
Oh my gosh, in Quebec, Canada. Oh,
Quebec.
that's very, very
Yes.
cool. Oh, this is all the pre-chat. Oh
Yes,
my goodness.
yes.
Beautiful Quebec. I love it. Anthony and Mod Squad's here. 11 days
Till his
until
cruise.
he cruises.
Woo.
I'm so excited for you.
There's
I
Lindy
think he's
Lou.
trying to train. We've said hi to Lindy Lou already. You goofball. But I think that Anthony is trying to train his liver because he's been making a different drink on our Marco
You can
Polo.
train a liver.
Oh, he's trying to. He's making all these little
Does
mixed
it like
drinks.
jump through hoops and go through flaming
Yeah,
hoops
you
and
have to whip it into submission, I think.
do the little obstacle course? You guys seen that one where the dog is like
So-
flying? over the
No.
course? Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gravity
Are
and
you talking about shorts that you sit here and
Exactly.
you watch all day?
I don't want shorts all day. I wear shorts all
Oh my
day.
gosh. Well, Anthony, we're so excited. I know that Anthony's going on MSC, I think Meraviglia, but so excited for you for that cruise. That's very, very cool. Anytime
Very cool.
any of our community goes on a cruise, it's a fun time. So definitely. My idea of camping has 4 wheels and a bathroom. That's that's like more the glamping lifestyle than the camping, but it all counts. Actually, it all counts. So hang on a second, I'm
Holly
catching up.
Ayers is here.
Holly Ayers, you know what? We got to meet up with Holly. Hannah and I got to meet up with Holly and Mike and Holly's parents. They're lovely, lovely folks. And we,
Do they live near Holland?
yes. Well, Holly did a little bit of a commute, so they live about an hour south of Holland.
Okay.
So,
So you actually go past them when you go up there.
so yes, we do. Yep. And not to give all,
No.
we're not giving
Not
addresses
giving out- no, we're
or even cities out here. but it was really, really wonderful to spend it. We spent Sunday afternoon about a good chunk of time, like 4 hours or so together. Took a stroll. It's been wonderful. And
Hour south
Holly,
of
Mike, and Holly's parents, they're all very cruise focused. They love cruises, hooked on cruising. And so we could talk cruises, and Holly is very newly they love Princess. They have discovered that they love Princess, and so that is newly converted to Princess Cruise Lines, and she just makes me excited to try Princess.
an hour south of Holland would be Brussels, Belgium.
Oh Lord, I knew you were wrapping up for something. Oh,
Brussels,
my man,
Belgium.
my man. But Holly, so good to see you. Such sweet, sweet folks, sweet friends. There's Wendy Johnstone. We gotta say the Stone. Hi, Wendy and Roger. So good to see you. Not saying that they're stoned, but they're the Stones, John Stones.
Instead of John Stuns.
Cruising
D&Ds?
is. Wendy says cruising is better. Derek
Wendy.
and Gregory, hello,
Hello.
hello, hello. Will G, hello.
Hello, Will.
So good to see you.
Cindy Bridges is here.
Hello, Cindy and Bill. Hello,
Hi.
Bill. So good to see you as well. Crazy Cat Traveler, meow. Hang on, bear with us. We're going to. Oh, we finally got to.
Oh.
Showtime. I love it that every Tuesday we have a little chat among the moderators and myself, and every Tuesday Anthony,
I'm not even there.
Simone. No, oh, you should be because you are a moderator. But you're not on Facebook, and it's in Facebook Messenger. That's why you're not there. But every Tuesday morning, Anthony always is like one of the first to say, Happy Cruise Day Tuesday. I love it. I love his excitement. I really appreciate Anthony and what he brings to our community. There's Roger
Hello,
Johnstone. Speaking of the Johnstones. Karen Griswold, so good to see you. Jamie Wilhite, my wonderful crafty friend. I hope you are doing well. I know that I think Jamie has an upcoming surgery. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's a joint replacement. So
yes, she does.
Bobbling the table with my knee. That was an amateur move. I'm sorry. But wishing you well. Nancy Fields. Oh, sweet friend. Much love. I miss you. And so good to see your name here. Thank you for being here. As well as everybody that is here. I love Daniel Fields giving hellos to everyone. There's Ann Hanley.
Hello, Ann.
See, Ann loves the topic tonight since I enjoy cruising and camping. Absolutely.
We have some ideas.
Definitely.
There's some comparison points.
Yeah, I like this comment. You want to read that?
Cruising is better than camping. Camping is still fun.
Jonathan Short from the Six Traveling Shorts. Hello, Jonathan and Shauna. I think they recently moved back into the state of Florida. So I am wishing you guys well. Thank you for being here tonight.
Just in time for little Debbie come running through the Class 1 hurricane. Yeah. Uh-oh. We lost her. Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
You can tell when
there's a water damage here.
I can't quite swallow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I swallowed the wrong way. I almost started choking. Oh, that's nothing like doing that on the live stream, right? I mean,
especially on a hurricane question.
Little Debbie. Oh boy. Actually, I think that we're starting to feel some of the remnants of Debbie coming up here. So, man.
I like the chocolate rolls.
Ooh, the little Debbies.
Yes.
the Swiss rolls.
The Swiss rolls, yes.
Those, this little Debbie wasn't so delicious. Not so much. We definitely,
too moist.
Hoping that everybody is
too much
safe.
rain.
We had friends that were actually on a cruise. Several days longer, 2 days.
2 days longer.
It was a Margaritaville at Sea cruise, and that got extended by 2 whole days. It's normally
on the horizon.
No, not on the
All
horizon.
right, it's a miracle.
Margaritaville at sea.
Looks like miracle.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. What have you been talking
It
about?
did from the ship layout.
Oh no, no, but it is supposed to be like around the Spirit class ships. Spirit or Pride? It might be the yeah. Well, that class of ships is all Spirit class ships.
It's all spirit class.
But it was kind of fun to see the our friend that said that they were treated really well. They extended the alcohol packages without extra
And drink
charge.
package. And drink package. Soft drink. Just saying.
And they fed them well. So
Yes.
he's singing the kudos of Margaritaville at sea
It's an
out of
interesting option.
Tampa. So of course that means that another and that's because the port of Tampa had closed down because of those
For
high
2
winds.
days. High
But
seas.
those poor people that were planning to go on Margaritaville
Get
at
2
sea,
days less.
or anybody else going out of the port of Tampa,
There was another ship.
or those that needed
a
to get home
Carnival ship.
for, I'm sure there's ones that just planned out their schedule and then we're going to get back to work and maybe had flights, all that to take into account. So it's not always like just, like what it would be if it was planned, but just like camping, sometimes you just got to go with the flow and be safe and be thankful for what you have. Camping is definitely one of those you have to go with the flow, especially if you have rain that comes down as you're packing. Oh, for sure, for sure. That may or may not have happened to us
Amethyst
recently.
Hayes Adventures is
Hey,
here.
Amy, so good to see you.
Hello.
I like your logo. Kind of reminds me of my purple that I have going on. I was definitely feeling the purple vibes tonight. So, and I know my friend Holly also loves the color purple. So, just feeling that purple tonight. Anyway, okay, I'm going to try to get to greeting everybody and get to the bottom so we can
Yeah,
talk.
14 minutes we're behind.
No, we're not behind. We're just catching up. We're catching up. Stephen Hall, so good to see you here. We have to say hello.
Hello.
I like your enthusiasm, Amethyst Hayes Adventures. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Controversial Cruising is here.
Controversial Cruising and Patty Mug.
Patty Monk is here.
And see, here we are. She's came back. I love it. Kimberly
Kimberly Lovell.
Lovell. I love that. Go ahead. I'm going
I
to
love
try to
cruising
swallow this
and
time.
camping. Both are lots of fun.
Nice. Go ahead and drive for a little bit, baby. I need to concentrate on my swallowing.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait.
Karen Griswold became a Grammy on Sunday.
Oh.
Best week ever. Congrats.
Congratulations,
Karen. I
Karen.
am so happy for you.
Yes. Crazy Cat Traveler uses battery-powered candles. Cats and
Oh.
flames are bad combo.
I can see that.
Yeah. When you get a candle and the cat's there, they keep doing that paw thing where they like swipe across it to try and not get burned. They do. But
I
they
don't
always hit
recall
it.
that. Oh, Daniel Fields has a bag of
Yes.
tea candles.
You have a bake. Okay. Yeah. Great work. Great on outages. Have other lights, but it is inexpensive. But that is inexpensive.
We
Yeah.
had a lot of like scented candles. So we had
Yeah.
all kinds of scents around the house. It was kind of fun, actually. So
Yes.
for sure.
Anthony Simone said he'd rather cruise than camp.
Oh my gosh. Well, Crazy Cat says, are we, is this an actual question? Say no to camping. Did I mention I'm the least outdoorsy person in the Pacific Northwest?
So Jonathan Short says we are now full-time camping and absolutely love cruising.
Oh wow.
So you guys are on the road.
Oh my word.
RVing it.
Oh, that is very so they actually are representing their little logo with a little camper. That's
Yes.
very cool.
Yes.
Very exciting. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that the Johnstones actually camped as well. We camp
Yes.
and have a trailer. Mr. Z, baby girls are precious.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I like camping, but cruise more often. Oh, that's interesting, Cindy. See, I figure the other way around. How long?
Tuesday's here.
Two speed? Hello, oh, we already said hello to
Kim-
Kimberly.
Yes.
2 Speed. Sup, guys? I want to go home. Oh my gosh, where are you, 2 Speed? There's Mike from Nebraska. Go ahead.
I vote cruising, but camping is more cost effective.
Definitely a huge benefit. Although sometimes these full hookups are a little costly. I mean, they can be, but typically that's for the one night for no matter how many people you have. So the more people you have, the more efficient it is. You could have, if you have like the 6 traveling shorts, then you're paying the same price as the 2 traveling plaques. So, I mean, there is that. And
Daniel Fields, I was just trying to stir the pot.
no, I love it. Camping out at a winning slot machine isn't camping. Daniel Fields. That is hilarious. Oh, Holly says I definitely prefer cruising. Well, see, and Bill wants to ask how our house survived.
We
the
did
storms
well.
in
We had
Florida.
a little bit of flooding in the back, but nothing in
We
the
were
house.
watching over it. So,
Yeah, I was just in the yard.
and by we, I mean really he.
Yes.
Do you guys know that we have, when you talk in marriage, or in any relationship, you have the he, you oftentimes have the he-wees, the she-wees, and the we-wees. When you say we, sometimes
When she says we.
Sometimes I mean myself, sometimes I mean Anthony, and sometimes I mean both of us. So it's not always like that. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not talking about naughty things like we.
Lindy Lou, I used to be a full-time RVer until my sweetheart passed away 6.5 years ago. I loved it and wish we could do it again. Yeah.
Man, it's definitely adventurous. Yes, here's Blaine. Rayleigh Creatives.
Creatives.
Yeah. Rayleigh Creative Travel. Their YouTube channel link. Thank you, Anthony, for putting that up. I really appreciate that.
Wendy Johnstone never gets camping offers. Usually there's no casino.
Yeah.
There are some around here.
Sue O'Connor.
Sue O'Connor.
Up to you.
Hello.
You know what? I think a lot of people, though, there's
here.
Yes, I said hi to Patty,
No,
but
she
that's
said it.
okay. That's cool. I think that there's definitely a place for camping in between your cruising. I think
Mr. Z said some of our casinos have campgrounds.
Oh,
We have that too in Wisconsin.
yes. Ann
Yes.
Hanley. Oh,
Yes.
what does she say?
I love cruising because
Here.
it's so much fun, and once you're on the ship,
Everything is
is easy. Prep for camping is a lot easier, though, for us since our trailer is set up at the campground permanently.
See, then that becomes, when you have a camper that's set up permanently at a campground, I almost feel like
It's a
that is
cabin.
like a cabin.
It's like
to
a cabin.
us.
It's like a cabin on wheels.
It feels like when you're seasonal and you have that up there and it's stationed up there, it's really like a second dwelling. It's not really like camping where you're really setting up. Not saying that it's not camping, but it really is more of a cabin. And 2 households are not easy either. It's not easy to keep track of where you have each household. That's for sure.
Mike from Nebraska is asking me a question. Did you ever get the car finish of transferring of parts? I've actually been working on that a little bit.
Dwight,
Dwight.
Constant.
Yes.
The constant. You want to talk about what Dwight is to people who may not know?
So Dwight is Squad 262 from West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. It's a 2014 Ford Police Interceptor utility.
It's like a police
Ford
SUV.
Explorer. Yeah, Explorer.
Mhm.
So I got it as a police car, but then we also got what's called Scrappy. Scrappy is a 2015 Ford Explorer Platinum Edition.
Scrappy is beautiful on the inside.
Exactly.
Not beautiful on the outside.
So I had to take Dwight completely down to the bare frame, put all new wiring harnesses in it, and then build it back up with all of the new parts. And it's been running good. taking it around. I love it.
He's able to drive Dwight all over. Now Dwight still has some jail bars on the
We
on
kept
the in
the
back
side
windows.
jail bars on it. I should give you
The
guys a
molded seats are
Yeah.
out.
yeah. We can bring in a
So
little tour of that someday. Here.
more comfortable seats on
Yes,
the inside.
leather seats with heated and cooled seats and all the little fancy luxury. The only
It's
thing I
his
don't have is
car.
I don't have a sunroof.
You do have a light bar, but they're legal
Generally,
lights, not
yes.
illegal.
I have the
lights.
push bar in the front. It looks like, and I have the spotlights. It looks like a cop car from the outside. It really does. When people pull out in front of me, they end up going 50 miles an hour to 55. People.
So actually, he doesn't really love that. He
No.
might take the light bar off.
Well, I'm going to make it actually detachable because I want to actually. So the light bar is preventing me from putting on
Can
luggage
you
rack.
tell me this is his passion project?
So
he really
it's-
loves his project here.
So this last week,
Thank you for asking, Mike.
this last week I put the fog lamps in. I'm finishing up the front lights on the front of it. The front sensors now, all of the parking sensors are working again. I have
It's a major
a few other
project
things.
because he's basically totally making a whole new
Car.
interior
Yeah.
car. I mean, he's
I have built this up from
completely-
ground square one. I redid the
Wow.
engine.
swapped out, not
Yeah.
from square one, but you
No.
are trading out parts and installing parts and constantly trying to get the different components to match.
To work.
Your rewiring. We have literally different components. Oh. Here, this is part of a project of Dwight's.
Yeah, this is actually the
believe.
side of it. This is a turn bar. So
Oh
yes.
my word, and it's heavy. It's so heavy.
So, but I'm having to put some different color lights in and that kind of thing.
constant
So,
project.
it's fun. So thanks for asking.
Oh my gosh, he totally can eat up a whole lot of time there. Oh, hello, Carol Lemon. So
Well, it's
good to see you,
Carol Lemon.
Absolutely.
And Handley camping is definitely a lot cheaper.
Definitely.
Can
Yes,
be.
it can be for sure. It matters
Yes.
what kind of site you get,
And
what
your
your
equipment to get into it.
accommodations are. Yes, and the equipment and the upkeep of the equipment.
Right.
That can be like the price of another house, really.
Yeah, I'm not going to get to camp in a tent anymore. Haha.
We actually, okay, so Hannah and I did we roughed it. Like we wanted to, I was trying to keep it simple. We do have a fifth wheel, but we have not been camping in our fifth wheel for several years. Basically, we found cruising and we really love cruising. And so camping is a lot of work. So the RV or the fifth wheel, we have not really
Use it.
maintained
It's been in the barn.
Yep, it's been in our barn, so mice have gotten into it. Our youngest Eddie has been using
He's been
it
using it
more
this
often,
year.
so they've been cleaning it out, and he and his fiance have been taking it out. They're taking it to Door County this upcoming weekend, so that's good to see it getting some use. I am not one to just like take over driving the RV and park in the RV and having to do all the setup. That's usually Anthony and Eddie's gigs. That's what they do. I have driven it, but just straight on the way to Yellowstone. I don't feel comfortable with that behind me. I do know how to back up a trailer. I can slowly, but I don't like the whole setup of it. So I decided to make this mother-daughter trip simple. And we took a few tents. We just have the easy Coleman 4-person pop-up tents. We have 3 of those. We just took 2 of those, and I was going to sleep in the Prius. We were going to sleep in the Prius, have some air conditioning. The Prius can run. That I did one night in the Prius. Hannah did one night in the tent, and then we decided that was not very comfortable. So we put up the second tent. We got an air mattress. She got an air mattress for herself, and I used both pads that we have to sleep on. And we were quite comfortable, except it was very hot and sticky. But we were pretty decent until the last day, until yesterday morning, when we got hit with thunderstorms out of the blue and drenched, and suitcases were left open. It was just a mess. Trying to put away a tent when it's soaking wet is not fun. Not at all fun. So go ahead. You can go
Yeah.
ahead.
So
You're queuing up some
yeah.
some of
So
them.
D&G Explorers, I prefer cruising. I don't like to use a potty out in the
Mm.
wild.
Well, this
Wendy
campsite
Johnstone.
the campsite we went to had really good facilities. We've gone there before, has a pool, clean bathrooms, clean showers, always clean. So there was that. And we had electricity and we had water. So that was very nice.
Wendy Johnstone, we camp either by the beach or fancy places.
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Way too old for tent camping, Mr.
I
Z.
feel it, Mr. Z, when I'm going down on and laying down when we're trying to unzip the tent and get into there and crawl in there, that is not easy.
Sue O'Connor, I was a Boy Scout leader for 14 years, had more than my share of camping, but I got over 10 boys to Eagle Scout rank and
Wow.
including my son, so it wasn't
Oh,
very worth it.
That's
cool.
amazing. I'll tell you what, getting up off the ground is also a whole nother battle since my knee injury.
Lindy Lou, my idea of camping is at the Hilton and a free breakfast and a bathroom.
Man, definitely. Yes.
Mr. Z, use a cot and an air mat. I can sleep on a tent floor, but I can't make it way comfy to the air with the air mats. Oh,
I can make it way comfy with the air mat.
Yeah.
So Karen said that.
Yes.
So yes. Anthony, you should join Facebook. Then you can be in the mod chat. See? My Anthony is he does not love that.
No, I don't like the Zuck.
He doesn't care for that. And that's all we're gonna say about that.
Let's see here. So, Mr. Z, even if you get a cabin at the campground, that counts. Yes.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
see, and Mr. Z said I could do a cabin, but then you have to bring your own sheets, so you have to kind of make up your camp. One thing, I'll tell you what though, we did have two really well. Our setup day was very hot, but then after we were set up, we enjoyed it. And then we had a few really beautiful days. We did go blueberry picking. The whole purpose of this camping was to go blueberry picking. So went blueberry picking a couple of times at the fields, but it was closed one of the days. And Anthony's trying to point out how far behind we are, and it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. We're talking here.
I want to just get up to the conversation with the people.
Go down to the bottom and then come back up, you silly.
Well,
just
okay.
just do that. Cheryl One Deck Down is here. Hello, Cheryl.
Cat Calico's here. Hello.
Hello, Cat Calico. Go ahead, go to the new comments.
No, that's fine.
You're driving this. Just
No.
don't stress.
I'm not.
We're talking. This is part of it. You guys all know that the chat goes at a different rate than we do, and he's poking me.
She's poking me.
So yeah, but yeah, we had a few really, really nice days, and of camping, using the pool, going blueberry picking. Blueberry fields were closed on Sunday. We thought we would be able to go yesterday, but then of course pouring rain. So that's part of camping, though. What Hannah and I have decided in the end was that we're probably better off going to a hotel than camping. Our personalities might be better suited for it because we are a little bit dramatic. And so that drama makes it even harder. It makes it a little more challenging to go with the flow when things are rough, like it's really hot and sticky and you're trying to set up camp and there's just a lot of setup to do. So I'd say camping is much harder, but much more frugal in the long run. That's what I have to say. Anyway, good. I want to hear what you guys all have to say, and we'll get us caught up.
Okay.
So thank you, Kat. She's so sweet. Cheryl says, I like the idea of camping, but I don't like bugs. We did not have that many bugs. We had some biting flies, those black flies that you don't expect to you expect them just to bother you, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Ow," and you think it's a mosquito. No, it's a stupid black fly that's biting your legs, and they love it when you're sweaty. But they hurt when they bite. We didn't have that many mosquitoes. I just have I got 3 mosquito bites for the whole time. That wasn't bad. You go ahead. What do you
No,
want to
it's fine.
say?
Go ahead.
It seems to bother you that we're so
No.
far behind in the chat. It's okay. We'll catch up, you guys. Oh, Jamie asked, how many blueberries did you get? Usually we get hundreds of pounds, but that's when we go with my mom and it's all day blueberry picking. It's basically like a job, blueberry picking, is it not?
It can be when your mom is with.
Yeah, when mom is with us, you don't get out of those fields.
It has been a few times we've gone out too.
Yeah, yep. But we got a nice box of blueberries, a pretty big size box of blueberries. It was 4 buckets worth. So each bucket, about 24 pounds of blueberries. So not terrible, not 100 by any means, but we only were able to go to 2 sessions, one morning session and one evening session. And Hannah and I decided to enjoy the campground for a lot of the time. So I think a nice amount of blueberries for what we'll use. It was really, really nice. And let me tell you, part of picking blueberries is eating blueberries. So you got a lot of blueberries, and we have a lot of blueberries in our system that are still coming out. But oh, Diane, hello, Diane.
Diane.
Oh, Diane just got back from camping in the Upper Peninsula for 10 days. We had great weather.
Very cool.
Oh, I bet that was gorgeous. One thing I think that camping does allow is for you to experience like nature in the form of woods and campfires. And we made some really good campfire meals. Hannah and I made corn on the cob wrapped in aluminum foil. We had soaked it and then put it in aluminum foil, put it in the fire 20 minutes, 10 minutes on each side. Oh, it was so good. It was so delicious. Sharon at sea. Oh, so good to see you. Oh, Jonathan said they add extra for extra people at a lot of campgrounds. Yeah, that is a bummer. That is true. That's a good point. That is a good point. Let's see what else I have. Wendy said, don't get me wrong, we love camping, but it's more work, definitely. Since I went on my first cruise, we have not used our trailer.
That happened.
That's how we feel. And I think that I thought that in my mind, the camping would be just so easy. And it always ends up being a little work. Plus 6 hours travel to and from. We have to go around terrible rush hour or terrible stop
through Chicago.
Go massive traffic through Chicago. And even if you go around Chicago, you're still going through massive traffic. And then you get construction. So, that travel was stressful just to get there. And that's not even camping, really. It's just the travel. So
Lindy Lou had a 40-foot diesel. Very cool.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Daniel says, is a camping cabin like a cruise cabin? Well,
kind of not. You add the spiders and the mosquitoes. Yeah.
Our trailer is stocked and ready to roll. Howie Cruz. Hey, so good to see you. No worries about being late to the party. Howie Cruz, do you got Julie and Brian, or Button, I should say, do you guys do any camping? I'd like to know. Does Wisconsin weather wreak havoc on your automobiles? Yeah.
No,
it's under rust.
That's just the salt.
Yes, but that's because of the weather. So yes, it does. Yeah, and
they don't have to use
the hail caused massive little hail damage.
But the reality is it made dimples on the car, and it makes it faster with better fuel.
Yes, actually. Yep. There we are. It's just like a golf
She's
ball.
gone from 39 to 44 miles per gallon on average.
With those dimples.
With a dimple.
I guess it's a good thing. See, you gotta be thankful. Thanks, Rayleigh Creative Travel. Hey, thank you for being here. Howie Cruz is currently hemming Brian's pants. Oh, awesome. That's a good thing to do. Yes. He looks like a police car. He does. Totally looks like it. Wind sailing is so much fun. Ooh, yeah, sailing out there on a lake or oh my gosh, definitely exciting. For sure. Does the Cop Explorer have a loudspeaker?
Yes, it does.
It definitely does. And he also has all these different sirens. Oh my gosh. He can and it's freaky. Like a couple of times he's been showing it off at our house and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, is the cops here?" Not like we get the cops here very often. So it does
Quick,
kind
hide
of
the stuff.
I know there's no stuff to hide. Nothing. We have nothing to hide. So, but
Mike from Nebraska, actually,
it's a little
he
bit.
says filming that project would make a great video. I have it. I haven't put it together, but I have it.
He's been trying to show how this can be done because you haven't seen many people undertake that, right?
Not this level of work,
The intricacy, huh?
right? You know, a
So
lot of them will just kind of hot wire the stuff in. I'm actually making it so it is a Ford factory person would look at it and go, "Yeah, I understand that system." It's
well, Daniel
nothing
said
custom
that
about it.
that story made me think of the Blues Brothers car.
Yeah, right. Cop engine, cop tires, cop brakes, cop suspension. Yeah.
Cindy sold her RV when her husband passed. It wasn't fun alone, for sure. Now I just cruise and camp with the kids once in a while. Oh, Cindy, you sound like you are a lot of fun. Oh, Rayleigh Creative says fifth wheels are actually easier to navigate than the smaller ones. Our 45-foot fifth wheel is a breeze, but we have been full time for 12 years. So it helps to be familiar and easier to navigate. Blaine, I want to know, does Mallory also, would she be okay with taking that out and completely taking charge of it all by herself? Could she park that baby and chalk it up and level it? I mean, I think if I was determined I could, I just didn't want to mess with it. So I want to know if Mallory could do it all by herself. I bet she could drive that baby pretty well, but I wonder if I just am curious, maybe it's whatever judgmental of me to say that, or sexist to think that. I just don't necessarily have as much of an interest in doing that role. And I don't think that that's bad, but Anne says we've had a trailer with a bunk bed, upgraded to a fifth wheel when it was just us. Now back to a trailer with bunks with the grandkids. Started off with tents many years ago. And really the tents are just fine as long as you can get down and up and as long as you don't have rain. But the second you have rain or heavy winds.
Good night, Jamie.
It's so heavy duty. It makes it a lot more rough. Jamie, good to see you here. Always, always, always. Oh, David Smith, want to read his comment?
So what you're saying is if you're planning to sell your home in retirement, an RV full-time, think twice. Rain, heat, mices. Beverly Judka, hello, welcome. Hello. Hi, my version of camping is staying in a hotel. I was a Girl Scout as a young one. I think it was all the camping I could handle.
Oh, funny. Oh my gosh. This conversation, camping includes dogs. So there's that huge amount of goodness. So that is true. That is a huge benefit. You can bring your pets. We even saw a cat up in the window of one of the RVs that was parked. So, Daniel, that's cool. We have blueberry picking just outside of our town. That is really, really, really awesome. Who needs camping when in 25 days I get to camp out at the pool with a daiquiri and Harmony of the Seas? Well, I feel like, definitely cruising gives that all-inclusive type of vibe and not having to overthink, plan out the meals, plan out the you can still have a lot of that camp kind of camaraderie, but on a cruise. So I think that's part of
Hmm.
why we kind of transitioned from that.
There's
And
a lot of squirreling on
you get
cruises, though.
you get a whole nother type
Where you're not seeing a
of
real squirrel,
yeah,
but you just got people squirreling.
from How We Cruise knows that the kick count. It's
Yes.
like that tapping, and you're like, okay, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but now you're in trouble. I love it. But yeah, I know I sound wishy-washy. I'm not trying to downplay. I think for us, we're probably migrating out of the camping for now for a little
Yes.
bit, I think. Just from the toughness of it. But having the dogs along, that's a very valid,
Karen
valid
Griswold,
point.
I tent camp. I also have a Jeep Cherokee with a panoramic roof for stargazing, so I can car
Beautiful.
camp too. I
See.
forage for firewood and water and do all the things that are inconvenient, but it's so much fun.
Oh my gosh. See?
That's
That's a hardworking gal right there. But I guess, like if you wanted to have your dogs with you at all times, then you could really
Yep.
enjoy that.
It's
Karen
really
also
rewarding
says.
to know that you can fend for yourself if you need to.
And there is that like survivor mentality that I believe that is
They're
if
smaller than a horsefly.
they are those nasty
They're little black
horseflies.
ones.
They're black ones. They're
Not the horseflies, they're
big
bigger
ones
ones. Yeah.
that but they're nasty biting flies.
Yeah.
Those black flies are just no
Mr.
fun.
Z came from a family of 7, so camping was quite the ordeal.
We were raised camping. Camping was the only way that my family vacationed. That was the way to vacation was camping. And we ended up having a lot of fun. It was not easy though. It's definitely tiring. When does your camp when you're camping, when is your final payment due? Right when you come to the campground, you
Yeah.
pay your payment. Oh, foil packs are the best. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Especially on a cruise.
There is something about campfire, the smell
And
of the
press and seal.
campfire. I think that for us, our weather was very hot and you can't choose the weather, just like with cruising. You don't know what the circumstances are going to bring you. You have to pack your flexibility. In cruising, at least I know somebody else is going to take care of those details. Like if we can't make the port, somebody else is going to take care of that for us. If we have to pack or we have to
You can
rethink,
wobble on some other
if we were
location.
on cooking on a campfire, and it rains, so you can't even set a fire, then that's hard. Like then you have to change your whole meal plans, and maybe by that time it's time to go out to a Thai restaurant, which we did. We found a nearby Thai restaurant, and Hannah and I ate Thai, loved it because we don't have local Thai, but. Oh, your camping trip sounds like an adventure. I'm more of a glamper than a camper.
Sharon.
Sharon at sea. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. That's still vacationing, and it's still not always easy, though. You're still having to deal with the elements. What I wanted to say too is on a cruise ship, you're still getting nature because you get your dose of the sea. And that to me, you get the sea, you get the flying fish, you get dolphins sometimes, you get whales sometimes, you get different birds that are flying.
Daniel
I don't
wants to
know.
know, do
It's
they
like
replace your
nature
towels
there.
once or twice a day?
Camping towels get a different kind of a smell and feel to them. You're just happy you have some kind of something to dry off with when you're camping.
Yeah.
And sometimes the smells get a little
And
interesting.
Hanley, our campground is a resort. They have planned
Ooh,
activities, 2
oh,
outdoor
nice.
pools, on an indoor pool, tennis courts.
Wow.
Danes?
I think dunes with bands. Wait,
No, Danes with
Danes with
dances with
dances with bands and DJs every weekend.
A store and cafe on a lake with kayaks.
We had our campground.
Long the kayak has a
We
motor on
had
it.
one pool. Don't have tennis courts. We didn't have dance parties, but they did have a store, and they did have a little lake with kayaks. So some of that.
Mustard drill is easier for camping.
Oh
That's
my
true.
gosh. Oh, it's too hot to tent camp in Florida, in Tampa, Florida, says Destination Fun. I'll tell you what, it was very humid. So setting up in like 70%, 70+% humidity makes you feel very, very gross. When you get to swim after that, then you're like, oh my word, that feels so much better. So for sure, for sure. Oh, funny. Hemming or taking in the waist. Is he shrinking or shrinking? That's funny. Oh my word. That's too funny. Hang on. Oh, everybody else. Yeah, same with Texas, Sherry. So too hot to tent camp. Yeah, you definitely. We use the Prius to we used our vehicle to escape to air conditioning many times because it just got too sticky. And then it gets hard to cope. And that's up here. It's not even in the 100-degree, 190 degrees that you guys are getting down there. But oh, Wendy, you want to read Wendy's comment for me?
We used to go camping at the dry lake bed and the wind sail for
Oh, and
days.
wind sail for
I can
days.
be a bit of a daredevil when it comes to sports.
Oh, Wendy, that's amazing. So wind sailing is the thing with the wheels that where they're going over the sand then. Is that I think that's what she's meaning. Where they
Or on the lake.
or on is it on the dry lake bed. So it's a dry lake bed. So
Okay.
there's no water.
So,
So
yeah,
it's
so it
not
must be on
actually
there.
sailing. I think it's just the thing that where they like go into a real narrow. I think that's what the wind sails are. I'm sorry, Wendy, I didn't even remember what wind sailing was, but I think I've seen it. They can go really, really fast, I think. Oh man, that'd be dangerous for me. For sure, for sure. Hang on, I'm trying to get caught up, everybody. Party on the Seas. Hello, Eric. Much love to you, my
Hey,
friend.
Eric.
Camping builds character for sure. But then you have so many different camping.
So does cruising.
Yeah, we do have some camping stories. In fact, Eddie was talking with his fiance about the time where, as a little boy, he got bored at the blueberry fields and started playing baseball with a stone and a stick. And he threw up the stone and he hit it with the stick and it flew right into the windshield of our car, the side glass of the car window, and shattered the thing.
Blaine
Those
says,
stories you have,
Blaine says, no, ma'am, I wouldn't let her dare drive. But I will say she gets it level and tells me when it's ready to pull the truck forward if we're unhooking or backing up, if it's ready to hook back up.
It's great to have a team working together for that. And that is super helpful, right?
Yeah.
Right? I always had trouble knowing how to direct Anthony and what he wanted with the RV. And like many a times he would get frustrated at me because I wasn't giving him the right directions.
Well, she wouldn't see me in the rear view mirror.
I would try
but she'd be going like this.
No, I wasn't.
Like,
no, that
which
wasn't
way are we
me.
going?
No. I was like trying to tell him to keep backing up, and I had vision of the mirror.
I couldn't see her.
And he just criticized me every single time.
I couldn't see her.
But I could see you. So that was interesting. But obviously, we weren't a good team with the RV.
We did all right. We did.
Sometimes we had to work through it, that he would get so frustrated with me. And then his hot-headed Italian nature would just blow up a little bit. And then I would blow up because I'm not going to take any of that.
If you pitch a tarp over your tent, rain isn't such an issue. Yeah, except when it's coming down, you're trying to pack up to go home.
Yeah, we had to get out.
That was the issue.
We had to leave, and so it had to get packed up. That was pack up morning, and we couldn't stay tarped. We had to, and the inside of the tent wasn't getting wet. It was just we had to pack it up,
Daniel
and it
Field,
was wet.
Okay, I agree with the pet thing. So camping 1, cruising.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Camping is totally all inclusive. If you didn't bring it, you don't have it. Daniel, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
good.
Yeah, dogs need vacations too. Oh, no 15 drink limit at the campground.
That's
That is a
true.
point, actually. We've been
Actually, and watching the other campers, this can be quite fun.
and
They can walk like they're on a rolling sea.
and the alcohol is much more affordable.
And
Much more affordable.
more, it's a little bit, it can be mixed a little bit
Freer
stronger.
flowing.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wendy was also raised camping. So lots of stories that you can recollect with both camping and cruising. Oh my gosh. What we learned tonight from the chat, cruising is definitely a better option. Yeah, Derek and Gregory. Oh my gosh. Beverly, do you have any tips for being on a group cruise? We're going on our very first
Bring
group
your
cruise.
tent.
And no, in 12 days. It should be very
And
fun.
those burners with the propane.
I
and
love
the
this
butane.
question. Beverly, thank you for this question. I
Remember your flashlight
no,
and
just
towel.
don't think of anything. Don't pay any mind
It's true.
to this man. He doesn't have any answers. No, he's just kidding though. Okay. So hints for Beverly for the group cruise. Be willing to just be engage other people in their interests. And once you start talking with other people, like don't expect the leaders to lead everything.
No.
Just connect with other people.
Yep.
And before you know it in the group, and before you know it, you have like lifelong friends. Then you
just
look
kind of
forward
hang
to
wherever you hang.
yeah, you get to know different people. And
And if you don't like what you're doing, find some other one because
you don't
everybody's
have to
doing
be
something
part of
different.
all the stuff that the group cruise does either. So if they do events that you're not interested in, that's okay. You don't have to do every event. Oh, it's my bestie Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Showing up at the end. I know she has trouble on her phone saying hello. So I'm gonna give a group greeting from my friend Sarah to everybody in the chat because she can't add everybody. So
Give us a camping spot where we can listen to the waves roll in and have our dogs there too.
and that would be bliss. I love that. Oh, I love that a lot of the cruise community does enjoy doing the camping as well and kind of has found
especially when it's on the Lido.
to do that. And some people actually drive their
You can
RVs.
skeet shoot at a campground. There are campgrounds you can do that.
Yes, you can. Definitely. Uh-oh. I run too hot to really enjoy camping, says Party on the Seas. Well,
And tuna on the sea with a little mayonnaise on bread. You go out hiking.
You know what? We're getting to the fall season, and that is one of the best, I think, seasons for camping because the skeeters start to go down, the heat goes down, and it actually makes for like you can snuggle up and but then it's still, it can be too cold too. No motors on the lake, only trolling motors are allowed on fishing boats.
Still a motor.
There you are. Wait a second. One of my kids' old bedrooms is dedicated to my camping gear, says Karen. Wow. Multiple tents, multiple types of stoves, camp, kitchen gear, tarps, air mattress, foam pads, all types of gear. Wow, Karen, you really have it.
So I have an acquaintance over at church, and he goes camping regularly on his motorcycle. And the goal of his camping is to bring as many accoutrements that he can to make camping easier, but it all has to fit within this milk crate on the back. So he's got these little tiny stoves, little tiny things for cooking and stuff like that he packs into his milk. That's Jim.
Okay. Yep. I was just reading the comments, so I wasn't paying any mind to who you were even talking about. I'm sorry.
I know Jim.
I know Jim. I don't even know. I didn't listen to what you were just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so he does
camping,
all that camping. Yeah,
but tries to do it in a
simple
footprint.
Oh,
so he can do it on his motorcycle. So he goes on.
I wasn't listening. I was reading this comment. Key to the happy camping experience is to get a pull through, not a back in.
That is true.
Definitely
Absolutely true,
key
Blaine.
to a happy camping experience.
Absolutely true on that one.
Oh my gosh. Yes, everybody agrees. Definitely pull throughs, if possible, are the way to go. And full hookups. Yes, we always have that. We did dry camp in South Dakota in the Badlands. Yeah. Yep. You can do that as well.
And that land is really bad.
And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you find your fun. So if you stay at inexpensive motels driving along the Oregon coast. Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
That's awesome.
So we're at time.
Hang on. I'm just getting caught up, kid. I'm getting caught up. Oh my gosh, Beverly, have a wonderful time with that group
Yes.
cruise. We have enjoyed plenty of group cruises. Sharon and Jamie throw an excellent group cruise. How We Cruise they have a couple of group cruises coming up as well, and just really fun to just be part of all that fun. Mary Ellen Dillon.
Hello, Mary
There
Ellen.
she is. Just in time for the show to end. She is. Well, guess what we enjoy better? Cruising or camping? I think that for us, the cruising is just so much more convenient. We really have had a passion for cruising, but camping has also its niches and its positive points as well. So going back here to say good night, everybody. So good to have spent the night with you. Sugar is
Hey, Sugar.
also here packing and moving. So wishing you well. And Laura Allen, so
Hello.
good to see you. We camp at Oshkosh at the air show. Oh, nice.
It's right up the
Camp-
road.
Set up a tent
Hour
by
and 15 minutes from here.
by the wing of a plane.
Yeah.
Oh, Laura, that sounds beautiful. Okay. Time is up. We have to say goodnight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for the great conversation. I hope that we caught most of your comments as we were able. And we're pretty tired from the camping experience. And
She is.
you don't sleep well when I'm not around, right? So anyway, thanks so much for following along and for being part of the chat. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care, you guys. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care now. Good night, you guys.